Hey, so it's January 15th, 2 days after a bit of a contact incident at Roebling Road. Just want to break it down to show you from my perspective what went down. I know viewpoints from different cars, different angles, all show this differently. So I'm just showing you what I experienced as that ties into video from the 944 that was also involved. Let me pull up my in-car first. Okay, so we're back in my car right now, just a fraction or a second of two before the contact occurs. Behind the 944. And from my perspective, the 944 provides a point by at which point we go. And there's a bunch of us. You can look in my rear view. Joe Nagy is coming up on my right, but there's still room between he and I. So I pop out beside the 944 and then see him start to close. And we're at half. Sorry. I pop out beside the 944 and then see him start to close, and I'm playing the video at half speed. So the 44 goes over, point by, and then he comes in. As I see him start to come in, you can see my wheel, I correct, because I think he's about to come into me. Joe's not quite in sight here. However, that correction is enough for me to close the gap with Joe, where boom, we see that. And I'm going to roll it back just a fraction of a second more so we see the whole play. Come around the 4-4, point by, he comes back in, I correct, wheel straight, but contact occurs, and Joe goes off. What I want to do now is flip back over to the 944 in-car, as that corroborates what you just saw there. Okay, so now we're back in the 944. Let me see if I can get playback speed. So we're in the 944, half speed again, and what you see, or at least what I've seen, is you see him get a little bit too far left as he goes one hand out the window. He corrects that by dropping his right hand, not a ton, but to bring it back on track. And that's the same sort of movement towards me that you saw in the previous. Sorry, spacebar keeps hitting the wrong thing. So when he drops his hand here, that correlates with me closing, seeing him start to come in, and resulted in my correction. So here we go. He's going to get a little too far left as he's doing the point, drops his hand and corrects, and that's him coming back in on me, passing now, and then getting into Joe. So super unfortunate all around. Again, I'll play that one more time since we're doing everything twice. Yeah, so we've got a freight train of E30s behind the unfortunate 944. He probably wants us around him as badly as we want around. He gets a little too far left as he's pointing by, corrects with that hand drop, just as I'm coming by, gets me into Joe. And again, him dropping his hand back there corroborates, or not corroborates, but goes along with what I experienced, where just as I'm coming around him, you see him come right back inside there, which pushed me over and closed the little bit of room we had going three wide there on the entry to 6 at Roebling. Yep, that's what I got anyways.